just mute yourself, ladies, and then I'll get started. Should be a short one tonight. We're traveling tomorrow. That's why we can't do it on Thursday, but usually Thursday is the best day for us. All right. So what is Ayurveda? The word Ayurveda originates from the Sanskrit word Ayur and Veda, which means life and knowledge. It translates to the knowledge of life, which is an ancient Indian holistic science of healthy life, with a unique emphasis on total wellness. The art and science of Ayurveda work to harmonize our internal and external worlds. So like when I went to my intake at the Ayurvedic hospital, the doctor he basically wanted to know my genetic background, my generational background. Before I was even born, he wanted to know, and sat looking at the whole person. Whereas in Western medicine, it's usually very acute. It's like, what's wrong with you right now? Let's cut it out. Let's get to, just focus on that problem or disease. But Ayurveda looks at the whole person and the reasoning for the disease. Ayurveda works on the principle of Pancha Maha Bhota, which means the 5 elements, Pancha means 5, which are present in the entire universe in different combinations and proportions. There are also the basic constituents of human body. They are Vayu, air, Jal, water, Agni, fire, Bhumi and Prithvi, earth, and Akash, space. So we have all these elements, and because the universe is filled with all these elements, everything is filled with all these elements. And Ayurveda groups these 5 elements into 3 basic types of energy and function principles that are present in everybody and everything. Since there are no single words in English to describe these principles, we use the Sanskrit words Vata, Pitta, and Kapha to describe their combinations. And what are the doshas? The 3 dynamic energies in the body are known as the doshas. The entire body functions are explained through these doshas as the active or mobile elements. They determine the life processes of growth and decay. And when they're in balance, doshas are responsible for good health. When they're out of balance, they are the causative forces behind the disease process. So when you're out of balance, like that is when cancer can arise. So it's really important to get those doshas, get them in balance. Vata, Pitta, and Kapha move in the whole body, producing good or ill effects upon the entire system, according to their normal or aggravated states. Their normal states is balance, and their aggravated state is illness. So what is Vata? Vata dosha defines the movement in the body. It is the energy which creates biological movement. It facilitates the communication of energy and intelligence between cells and parts of the body. Any movement, be it a food down your food pipe, the blinking of your eye to communicate messages along your central nervous system, is governed by the Vata dosha. Vata is made from a combination of Vayu, air, and Akash, space. And the qualities are dry, cold, light, mobile, subtle, rough, irregular. And the movement is action. They're like little, people who are, very wishy-washy about this thing and that thing, and their mind is constantly bouncing around everywhere. That is more of a Vata kind of personality and not able to really focus. That's air. And then what is Pitta? This is like a fiery kind of personality. Pitta dosha. Pitta defines the fire energy of heating or metabolism in the body. Pitta governs biochemical changes like digestion, absorption of nutrients, regulation of body temperature. The basic function is to metabolize the food consumed, as well as all the information that comes from outside is also digested in the form of energy. Pitta dosha is a combination of Agni, fire, and Jal, water. So the qualities are hot, sharp, penetrating, slightly oily, fast, irritable, liquid. And the transformation is action. What, honey?
I thought we were going to work together.
No, not right now, baby. Let me just do this. Okay?
How long is it going to take?
Another like 15, 20 minutes. Please. Okay. All right. I'll see you soon. Sorry about that. So what's close my door, please. What's kapha? So the kapha dosha is a combination of jal, water, and prithvi, earth elements. It is the energy that forms the structure of the body. It also provides the fluids and liquids needed to lubricate the joints, heal wounds, moisture, the skin, etc. It is the basis of strength and stability in the body. So qualities: slow, heavy, dense, soft, oily, sticky, cloudy, liquid, sweet, and the action is cohesion. So the human body and doshas. All these three doshas individually as well as combined together make the 7 body types that are defined as vata types, pitta types, kapha types, vata pitta types, pitta kapha types, kapha vata types, vata pitta kapha types. So you're going to figure out which of those types you are. All 3 doshas are present in each person at all times, but in different proportions. That means 5 people who are of pitta body types all will have different temperaments and qualities of pitta. The ratio in which these doshas were present at the time of your birth is known as the prakriti, your nature. It cannot be changed during your lifetime. For example, if your body had predominant vata or pitta energies at the time of birth, it will remain so. You can take it as a genetic code, as they say in modern science. If you are to remain healthy, you must maintain this balance where the proportion of vata and pitta are on a high side than kapha. So yeah, remember when I said you can change your dosha, but not the dosha you were born with. You can still change if you're out of balance, but you can't change like what you were born with. I just want to make that clear. And as our environment changes around us, like our food choices, lifestyle, stress, and emotional state, the proportion of doshas in our system changes. This changed state is known as Varukti. The closer your Varukti is to your Prakriti, the healthier you are. Our goal is to bring those two together to create balance, which will lead to a healthier, ailment-free life. So the 3 major dosha or personality types, and look at these and think, okay, what is my body type like? Vata, pitta, or kapha? So vata type personality. Physical. Skinny, light frame, generally underweight and flexible, low stamina, thin and dry hair with less shine, noise making joints, rough and dry skin, uncomfortable in dry and cold weather, medium digestive fire, mostly constipated, poor blood circulation, cold hands and feet, love activity and move around a lot, chronic immunity issues. And so that would be, in balance and out of balance. Mostly that's sort of out of balance, but a good kind of general idea of like when you're out of balance and what is a vata type. Mental. is a quick creative thinkers. I said this before, artistic, they're fun to be around, happy people with high imagination, quick to learn and forget. Dreamers without clear goals, insecure and nervous, worry too much, fear of loneliness, darkness, heights, and closed spaces. So my foundation dosha is vata. I've learned. I thought it was kapha. I thought when I was younger, when I first started learning about this in high school, I thought it was kapha, but actually down to the science of this, I am not, I mean, down to what the doctor has told me, I am vata. All right, let's talk about pitta. This is my husband, 100%, right? Physical, medium build, height, weight, muscle mass, strong with good stamina, not too slim or fat, lose and gain weight easily, silky copper straight hair, oily skin, high metabolism and body temperature. I don't know how they spelled that right. Okay, overly sweaty with smelly sweat, heavy adverse. They feel too hot, high digestive fire, good appetite. And the mental, they're alert, sharp, logical, intelligent. They're perfectionist. They're good speakers. They love to organize and lead. Aggressive and charismatic, good administrators, mood swings, irritability, jealousy, anger, frustration, and extreme judgmental attitude. They crave and love spicy food, interrupted sleep, and workaholic tendencies. So, I mean, I also have a lot of pitta as well. So I would say I'm vata pitta. And so are you relating to that? And like the kapha, let's see the kapha. This is the one I thought I was in high school when I started learning about this. Physical, strong and stable built, large bone, muscles, broad shoulders, full chest, low metabolism, poor digestion, smooth, silky, thick, and oily skin, too much hair on the body, love to sleep, deep, long sleep, love high calorie foods, craving too sweet, oily, or salty food. All right, mental, not too much motivated and excited, loving people, great companions, the caretaker types, right? The nurses, patient, tolerant, compassionate, faithful, peaceful, and grounded nature, very intelligent, have great understanding of things, not all things, great memory and sense of taste. They tend to be obesity, extreme laziness, greed, attachment, and lust, and envy, too much possessiveness. So, what is your personality type? And thank you for joining me today. And I'm going to stop it there. Like I said, it's going to be a short one today. I just wanted to sort of introduce you to the doshas. And I think next class we can actually do, hey, Stephanie, we can actually do a dosha quiz. But I just wanted to give you an overview of the doshas. And I'd love to know what one you identified with. What did you identify with in the doshas? What are you seeing for yourself right now? What is that? And then next week we can take the quiz and we can see if that aligned with you. So put in the chat what was your dosha you think is your dosha, and you can beat me to it if you want to. Pure vata. Oh, your cats, meow. Okay, vata pitta kapha. Okay, and if you really want to go and just figure it out for yourself, just go to the there's a one of my favorite quizzes is by Karpalo, and I'll just put it in the chat. So if you wanted to do that on your own, now that you have like a basis of what doshas are all about. And here, School of Ayurveda dosha quiz. Yeah, here we go. I'll put this in the chat. And I've seen a lot of these that was my prediction. I've seen a lot of these quizzes, and this is one of my favorite. And this is where I've gone to. It's like a retreat place in up in Western Mass, and they have yoga and meditation and healthy food and all my things that I love. And I attended last year a intro to Ayurveda workshop for 5 days with my husband, and so I'm a big fan of Kripalu yoga and all the things that they're doing. I want to one day, I pray that we can have like a goddess retreat center like Kripalu. That's what I'm manifesting. So yeah, take a look at that, and then we'll do it tomorrow, next week. We'll meet again on Thursday. This was just Helene's she's going to the Ayurvedic hospital tomorrow. So it's going to be really cool because she will be there. She will be at the hospital while we were doing this class. So that is just so awesome. So yeah, if you have any questions, like feel free to ask me. I'm learning about this too, all these Sanskrit words. I have known about this for a long time because I started studying it when I was, like I said, in high school. I picked up that book, that Vlad book. There's another book I'm actually going to recommend. I'm going to show it to you guys. All right. This book's awesome, guys. It's really good. And it's not too expensive. So you should write this down or take a picture or whatever. It's called Saving My Neck. And you can see here that he's a doctor and he's got his mala beads. And so he combines his Western medicine knowledge with Ayurveda. And I didn't even notice when I first started reading this book before I even went to the hospital, but I was already exposed to the combination of Western and Eastern philosophies. Through this book, it's really powerful. And he didn't have cancer. I'm sorry. He had something on his nodule with his like thyroid area. It wasn't like an acute cancer, but you can still relate to a lot of his journey and just that ability to really articulate what this is all about, this combination of Eastern and Western philosophies. So, and especially because he's a doctor. So check that out. Saving My Neck. Yeah. So much wisdom. He talks about fasting. I'm a big fan of fasting, and he talks about it really well. And it's written from the heart. It's a great memoir. All right, my friends, I will see you, my goddesses. I don't know why I call you friends. Thanks for being exciting to learn some of the refreshers in my. Oh, yes. I love that. Yeah, totally. I mean, this is a 5,000-year-old tradition, a 5,000-year-old tradition. We're just scratching the surface of understanding it. I mean, unless you really, like the doctor we were with, Dr. Vijit, he's able to read Sanskrit. So he would give these lectures to us and, so much to learn and implement into our own lives. So have a beautiful evening. I'll see you next week, and I'll stay on if anybody had any other burning questions about cancer nutrition or Ayurveda or stress reduction or whatever. No questions?
I have one. I'm driving, so.
Okay, just go ahead.
Can you hear me okay?
All good.
Okay. Well, I guess it's more on the oils. Can you send or put a link in how we can get oils through you or be able to buy them and you get credit when we do?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And ones that are recommended for cancer.
Yeah, definitely. I will do that. I'll put that in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I honestly would get started with just a really basic kit and then take it from there. Like the little bottles, like I wouldn't get the big bottles yet. I would just introduce yourself to the ones for immunity and for disease, like fighting diseases, which are frankincense, oregano. There's one called On Guard with clove, and
Yeah.
I'd start small, like with that, and just trying to understand how to use them, and then I would then start really getting targeted with turmeric and um, more some of the more the ones that focused on also immune function, but starting basic is the best option because it's most cost effective. That's why I want to give you
Right.
the most cost effective because yeah, but yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for
I did doTERRA years ago, and
yeah,
when we moved from Montana to Utah, I still have some. I use
right,
them here and there, but
right,
I don't have the knowledge I used to have.
yeah, I mean,
So,
it's amazing because I had gone through all these intense Ayurvedic experiences while I was there by detoxification. And there was one night I was so not feeling well. And I used one of the oils, and it has cardamom and peppermint. And it was like amazing how quickly the oils work so fast, and that's not
yep,
something I see very often in Western medicine, that oils can penetrate your cell on a cellular level. And
yep,
the healing is just way more rapid. So I've used them in my whole cancer journey. So you know that.
yeah.
Yeah. But
So,
I'm going to put that in the chat right now. But you're driving, right? Is that going to be hard for you?
in the chat, yeah.
Okay, then I'll put it. I mean, I'll put it for everyone else in the chat, and then I'll send it to you, Steph.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about doshas or Ayurveda?
Well, I've been trying to read the book on my lunch breaks,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of think I'm Vata Pitta,
Mm-hmm.
but it's hard when you're kind of a little of everything.
Well, that's good, right? That means you're in
To
balance.
figure out which one's your dominant one, how do they figure that out? Like,
He just knew. I
what?
mean, the doctor just knew. So I don't know, but I think
Okay,
when you do the quiz, you might have to do a few different quizzes,
okay,
not just one quiz, but he knew. He's like, you're so full of air. He's like, I need to deflate you. Yeah, no, he's like, yeah, okay. So there, yeah, no, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Yeah, so I put it there in the chat if anybody wants to learn. That's what the kit I recommend because it's like the basics of all the oils, and we can do also like some classes about that because I taught a lot.
yeah. When
Before.
you put it in the chat, when you see the recorded version, is the chat there?
I don't know. I don't think so. So I'll just send it to you. I'll just send it to you
Okay,
in Facebook. But
okay,
yeah, I mean, he literally deflated me, and he's like, you have so much air in your body. He's like, so it was interesting. And it's not something we'll like overnight. You're like, I'm a this, I'm a that. It takes a little bit of time for you to understand what it's all about, and that's what we're doing here. So, but yeah, thanks
well,
for
it's
asking.
such a different medicine that we're not used to.
No, definitely
Yeah,
not.
thank you.
All right, babe. Well, yes. So, unless there's any more questions, I hope you guys have a beautiful evening, and I will see you next Thursday or Tuesday.